From news and views, issues and opportunities, we'll have in-depth conversations with decision makers to find out what they know and what they think. I'm Rico Hizon, inviting you to join the exchange because your business is our business. It's Holiday Economics version 2 as more long weekends await Filipinos in 2023. With the government adjusting holidays for extended weekends, families can have more quantity and quality time, and the economy will benefit more from travel and tourism. How are establishments preparing for this opportunity to finally make a breakthrough from the crippling impact of the pandemic and taking advantage of this sea of opportunity? The vision of leisure and hospitality in our sea. Sweet vision. Here's good news, Filipinos, mga kababayans, you can start marking your 2023 calendars and search for vacation and getaway deals. After the government added to the list of long weekends and holidays in 2023, all in a bid to boost tourism. Let's now have an exchange with Philippine Tour Operators Association President Fe Abling Yu. Ma'am Fe, thank you so much for joining us. How important are these additional long weekends in boosting the local travel and tourism sites?
Well, this additional long weekend holidays being offered by now is very important to all traveling public. Why? They give more quality time to their travel. This gives more ample time, quality time to be with their family all together, not necessarily in their house but outside of their respective houses. So, napakalaking bagay nito. This is very, very important to all those who are planning to have vacation.
Alright, napakalaking bagay, no? Especially to have long weekends if it's from Friday until Monday, no? Will the increase in sales be significant for tourism and travel operators, you think, Ma'am Fe?
Yes, sir, because the longer the weekends or the longer the holidays are, more opportunity for the hotels, for the guest rooms, you know, more opportunity for the F&B, the food and beverage, more opportunity for the restaurants, more opportunity for the island hopping if you are just within our country, and more opportunity for our, you know, from the transport sector. Kasi, once sila di ba, lahat magbabiyahe. So, this kind of, providers will gain from these long holidays.
And Ma'am Fe, right now, as we speak, you are currently in a tourism conference in a hotel. What is the current buzzword among the tourism operators in promoting travel and tourism in the country?
Well, sir, kami, speaking as a tour operator, we are really still banking on not just the leisure market, but of course we are also emphasizing on the MICE market. With what do I mean by that? The meetings, incentive, conferences, and events, because this also gives the corporate, the different corporation to go with their meetings, with their incentives, especially if they are given a long holidays.
And what, apart from the MICE meetings, no, which brings in a lot of businessmen who have tourism dollars, what other tourist activities are foreigners looking for and local tourists? Do they prefer ecotourism, community-based tourism, or staycations?
Well, iba na kasi ang landscape ngayon ng ating mga turista. Medyo adventurous. So they opted to go to like an emerging destinations. Parang yung hindi yung the usual lang. Parang may konting adventure, may konting trekking. At the end of the trek, there is a very wonderful falls that is waiting for you, or a farm tourism where they can experience, by themselves picking those vegetables and have it cook, by yourself, and you eat yourself what you have, pick up and cook. These are something different from the usual. Na nagiging very interactive yung tourism ngayon, nagiging very participative yung mga turista natin with the owners of different sites.
Indeed, a lot of
Immersion
offbeat tourism attractions right now, especially here in the Philippines. But during the holiday season, which are some of the most attractive tourism spots for Filipinos and foreigners this year?
Well, hindi talaga pwedeng makalimutan ng Boracay, both for Filipinos and for foreign arrivals. Ang Boracay is always a number one or a foremost destination for everybody. Kasi, parang that is where they can relax, that is where they can commune with, nice beaches, nice sands, beautiful white sand, clear water, and you will not be afraid of, walking around the island because it's such a small island. You are mingling with foreigners, you are mingling with kapwa Filipino. So parang kayo-kayo lang. It's just like one big family combined in one island.
All right. All activities can be done in Boracay Island, which is a very popular tourism destination and one of the best beaches in the world, Ma'am Fe. But of course, hindi na rin natin pwedeng kalimutan na umaakyat rin ang mga presyo ng mga bilihin. And there aren't any signs na bababa ang presyo anytime soon. Has this become also a challenge among our local tourists na gumastos para sa kanilang mga bakasyon?
Well, ang ating mga travelers ngayon, sir, hindi lang medyo, talagang they are very intelligent now. They buy their ticket ahead of time. They book their reservation ahead of time. And sometimes, they stay away from doon yung mga holidays na like yung mga Chinese New Year, they don't do their holidays then. They really watch for doon sa mga long holidays na meron tayo sa Philippines. So nagiging ko na rin sila very conscious. But ngayon kasi, I'd like to cite once again that the revenge spending, the revenge travelers are there. They don't mind paying a little higher airfare compared as before. They don't mind paying a little higher accommodation compared as before. As long as they are family, as long as they're traveling together with their family, eating good food in one of the restaurants in the island, I think this is what we are observing from our clients. As long as they are with family, they don't mind spending a little of what they have used to do.
Smart and conscious Filipino travelers. Thank you so much for this holiday tourism exchange. Philippine Tour Operators Association President Ma'am Fe Abling Yu. And now here's a rundown of this week's top business stories. The NEDA board approved the removal of tariff rates on certain electric vehicles up to 5 years. An executive order is on the table of President Marcos for signature. E-vehicles cost between 1.2 million to 4 million pesos on average. The current tariff rate is 5 to 30%. Short-term investments from foreigners or hot money netted $83 million in inflows, ending 5 straight months of outflows. And the Philippines ranked 15th out of 63 countries in terms of income inequality, according to a World Bank report. Only Thailand had greater income inequality than the Philippines in the East Asia Pacific. And straight ahead on the exchange, where your business is our business. What is the impact of holiday economics on workers and labor productivity? Let's have an exchange with the chairman of the Federation of Philippine Industries. And more people are expected to be out on the road, at sea, or in the skies this holiday season. We talked to a hospitality group and a cruise line right here on CNN Philippines. News you can trust. Glad you're staying with us right here on the exchange, where your business is our business. I'm Rico Hizon. Not all groups are happy with the move to add more long weekends and holidays next year. Some labor and economic organizations are arguing holiday economics is not good for workers and productivity. Let's have an exchange with the Federation of Philippine Industries Chairman, Jesus Lim Aranza. Sir Jess, nice to have you with us on the program. The Marcos administration adjusted holiday dates to create more long weekends, especially for our kababayans. Will this have a major impact on business operations, especially in manufacturing?
Well, I have talked to some of my members. They told me na it will not have some significant effects sa kanila. Why? first of all, they have stock up already. May mga inventory sila. As a matter of fact, dahil sa mahina pa, they have excess inventory. And number two, they have experience that the rank and file, hindi naman they don't really avail of this because, you know, Rico, it's so expensive to travel. By God, I went to Boracay, I spent a lot of money. So, sabi ko, and it is a series. Galing pa lang tayo sa magki-Christmas tayo so much. So, marami na rin yung mga long weekend. So, I don't think that, sabi nila, and it will not dampen the efficiency because these people are seasoned workers. Alam na nila, they have attained efficiency. They just don't galiban to work haphazardly.
Pero Sir Jess, you work so hard for the money. Kailangan mo talaga magbakasyon, relax, and de-stress. Pero of course, now that the government...
Alam mo, totoo yun. Pero alam mo na sa mga itong mga middle income, hindi basta sila magagastos pa rin. Alam mo kung bakit? Galing lang sila sa COVID. Ngayon, nag-umpisa na naman itong COVID.
Importante rin, no? Kung long weekend, tapos gusto nila magtrabaho during that long weekend, that is also extra cash for them, hindi ba?
Correct.
And that will be on top of the regular salary. Meron silang additional income.
Yung mga nakausap Rico, they said, workers would prefer most of them will prefer working because double ang pay nila dyan eh. Masaya sila sa ganon. And then they can, I mean, you know, travel is one, but not traveling, but going from one place to dito lang sa malalapit. Like that, you will enjoy already, provided you are with your family.
That's right. And maybe also another is with the government making these announcements already on the longer holidays and longer weekends, many of the manufacturing groups can also adjust, no? Their factory workers, no? And they can produce more.
There's enough time to plan.
They have enough time to plan. Is that also the sentiment of some of the manufacturing groups?
Well, yes naman. But ang sabi nga nila, nakahanda na sila palagi sa mga ganyan eh. So they alam na nila, but the point is, sa manufacturing side, hindi magkakaproblema because they really have inventory. Marami silang inventory, lalo sa food. Lalo na, like for instance, in the case of beverages, kasusulat ko lang tungkol sa beverages. My God, yung nalugi sila, na bawasan lang isa-stock sila ng almost 40% itong nakaraan, no? So they're trying to survive, but the problem is another whammy came in, the lack of sugar.
So Sir Jess, maraming headaches, no? And problema ang mga negosyante ngayon because they also have to maintain stability. Tumataas ang mga input costs. Commodities remain high. Tapos yung peso natin weak against the US dollar. Maraming sa mga raw materials na i-import. Tapos meron pa rin yung problema ng 13-month. Pwede ba nilang bayaran yan?
Hindi naman siguro. Pero ang problema actually, most yung input nila na imported, that's where the problem lies. Pero yung mga input na indigenous dito sa atin, well, they are better off, no? They can even increase their volume because countries importing will prefer to import from us because they can get more from $1, no? From $1. So it's a game, may give and take naman. It's not all bad. For instance, almost how many percent ang OFW natin, these people will be enjoying. So hindi naman lahat. And then people will learn how to budget. People will learn how to use locally produced products instead of the imported ones.
For the Federation, what are the prospects for 2023? Who will shine? Sino magiging superstar sa mga negosyo? At saka sino ba yung babagsak?
Bullish kami for next year because talagang lumalakas na, nakaka-recover na ang mga kumpanya. Ang kailangan binabantayan ng namin, Rico, is yung pasok ng mga substandard products. Kaya it's risking the lives of our countrymen.
We have to be vigilant and protect the Filipino consumer.
Yes.
Maraming salamat
Yes.
po for this Holiday
Salamat.
Economics Exchange. Federation of Philippine Industries Chairman Jesus Lim Aranza. And still ahead on the exchange, where your business is our business. Plenty of our kababayans are enjoying the gift of travel this holiday season. We talk about safety and business in the travel industry with Raintree Hospitality Group and Royal Caribbean Philippines. Next on CNN Philippines, news you can trust. Glad you're staying with us right here on The Exchange, where your business is our business. I'm Rico Hizon. If Santa has his sleigh, it's off to a boat or a plane for many Filipinos as they head to their favorite Christmas destinations. How are cruise ship lines and hotels gearing up for the holidays? Let's now have an exchange with Raintree Hospitality Group's Annabella Wisniewski and Royal Caribbean Philippines' Wally Cervantes. Thank you both for joining us. Annabelle, let's start off with you. Your group develops and operates celebrated resorts and restaurants in Boracay, Tagaytay, and Manila. How are you faring now compared to last year?
Oh, much better, Rico. For example, for the hotel in Boracay, we are at least, in the past 2 years, our occupancy plunged to 17 to 20%. This year, we're looking at 65%. So it's a marked improvement, even in spite of the Omicron last January and February. Yeah.
So now,
the holiday season looks good. Not just the holiday. Yeah.
And now, Annabelle, of course, the government has announced additional long weekends. Do you think this will boost the profitability of your restaurants and resorts in 2023?
Definitely. The holiday, what you call the holiday economics. Yeah. Also, what helps us in Boracay, LGUs lifted the requirement for, the QR code. So it's much easier to go to Boracay now. Wala na yung maraming kalokohan.
So restrictions have really been eased, no? Annabelle, what about for you, Wally? Will more of our kababayans take cruises due to the longer weekends?
Well, definitely, because long weekends always spur people to travel. So they plan for traveling. That means they have a good opportunity to be away from work or from whatever and to do a vacation. And I think we're also one of the beneficiaries of that.
And are we now seeing more of our kababayans taking cruises?
Oh, yes. The last 5 months, things have turned for the better. You would remember this was about the time when most countries have announced a lifting of restrictions and opening up. So, well, we always knew that people wanted to travel. They just were waiting for the right conditions to travel. Ayaw nila yung hassle ng doing the quarantine, testing before departure, testing on arrival, and testing again on return. So as soon as these restrictions were lifted, we started receiving calls and bookings from our passengers.
And Annabelle, you say that you will definitely see a rising demand due to the longer weekends. Will you be making adjustments in your operations to be able to address the expected rise in demand?
No, not really. Already we hired a lot of employees that were laid off. But we're back to normal, not quite pre-pandemic levels. But I'm happy to say that, for example, in 2022, we have remained a bit positive in the hotel, which is an improvement over the past 2 years. And for the restaurants seem to recover faster because we're not dependent on foreign travel or anything. And I said, there's revenge spending, but the spending we notice this focuses more on experiential spending rather than spending on goods or things. So there's a lot of big groups going to the restaurants and more frequent celebrations. Definitely a spike in celebrations for this year. Dami ng caterings and dami ng bookings. Both and Coast is already fully booked there for the holidays. Yeah.
Yeah, wow, things are really looking up for your business and for the overall economy. And Wally, how do you ensure customers get the best experience while giving them value for money, especially amid rising prices?
Well, despite the rising prices, I think our cruises are still very affordable. For one, we come up with regular promotions. Like currently, we're running a 50% off promotions for every guest, or sometimes we also run like a 30% off promotions. We have kids sale free promotions, and if clients will book early enough, they can avail of our early bird discounts. Especially our kids sale free promotions are very popular among families because we cater to a lot of families because we are known as a family-oriented cruise line. So all these promotions actually make it very affordable. I say our cruises are still very affordable at this time.
And of course, our Filipino consumers are very smart travelers. They always look for the best deals. Annabelle, have customer preferences changed since the pandemic and also with rising prices this year? Any activities or products they prefer more or less compared to before?
I think in the restaurant business, there's been a shift in patterns. You know, a lot of the what do you call this, catering in the offices or for office buildings have not really picked up because many are still work from home. And I think the restaurants that are thriving now are mostly leisure destinations or in malls. Not so much, depends on your location. But we are looking. We're looking forward to a surge in business. We are already seeing a surge in business. In fact, that's why we're already planning expansion.
Oh.
We halted expansion a bit, but now we're already planning. We're moving forward again. And in Boracay, which is a prime destination, we've seen definitely a surge in business.
So that is part of your 2023 plans, expansions for your restaurants and for your resorts. What about you, Wally? What are your expectations for the cruise ship business for 2023?
Well, 2023 is looking very good. In fact, we expect our sales to hit our pre-pandemic level of 2019. And based on the numbers we are receiving now, number of bookings and number of inquiries, I think we are on track to hit that level. So we're happy with, especially with the forward bookings for 2023.
Things are looking up for the holidays and for businesses. Thank you so much for this holiday travel exchange. Raintree Hospitality Group Chairman Annabelle Wisniewski and Royal Caribbean Philippines Senior Vice President Wally Cervantes. And this is the exchange to make sense of the facts and the figures and the ups and downs of the business cycle, because your business is our business. I'm Rico Hizon. Thanks for watching CNN Philippines. News you can use. News you can trust.